guys, it's me again, Steam Joe, and I'm back with another review slash recap of One Punch Man. Now this one is for episode 7, and this is the English dub version that premiered on Toonami. Now as you can see, I have a laptop right here, and the purpose for this, sorry for the dust, I forgot to wipe it, it's pretty old, but it's still reliable. But the purpose for this laptop is to show you pictures of the episode as I'm talking about it. I thought that'd be a pretty cool touch to the whole review slash recap formula. And don't forget, I'm still scoring this episode and future episodes that I do at One Punch Man, so you gotta watch the whole episode to see the score. My whole review to see the score. And I also want to thank you guys for giving me the views for episode 5. I have almost 2,000 views. I never thought I'd get to 2,000 views this quick, so I really do appreciate it, guys. And don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe to all my other videos, my channel, and be prepared for some more content because it's coming pretty soon. Okay, now let's get started with this review, and this will be my partner right here. Okay. So the episode started with a scientist, and I'll be looking at the laptop too to make sure everything's okay. But the episode started with basically all the organizations, from this one to that one, to this one, and also the Hero Association, looking at an asteroid that was heading towards Earth, and it looked like this one was on a direct path to City Z. So the Hero Association called all Class S heroes and told them to meet up at the City Z office. So, as you know, usual, Genos got the call. He told Saitama, and Saitama was like, well, they probably going to fire you. And then he started scratching his butt and laughing. I thought that was kind of mean. So then Genos made it to the Hero Association in City Z, and that's when he met for the first time Bang, or aka White Fang. And as you can tell, he's pretty old and everything, but he got some pretty good martial arts skills. So then Bang thought it was kind of weird that they were the only two that showed up to City Z's headquarters, office. But when they go to the headquarters, Bang thought that was kind of odd. Then he said most S-Class heroes probably wouldn't even want to deal with the situation because they know it's suicide, But the reason why the Hero Association calls S-Class heroes for matters like this is because, they can handle stuff that's next to impossible. So now Saitama is asking, Genos is asking Bang, where will the asteroid hit? And Bang was saying that scientists had it hitting City Z and basically destroying the whole area. Genos didn't agree with that, and so then he left. But it was funny though, because Bang was getting ready to show him his martial arts moves, because Bang didn't want to leave. He had a dojo there that was within his family for generations, so he wanted to stay and protect it. Genos thought it was best if he went out and see what he can do as far as stopping the asteroid, because it was only like 30 minutes until impact. So now you have the asteroid, and all the civilians of City Z can see it, and it's pretty big. So Genos is running on top of buildings. His animation was pretty cool as he was jumping and doing his acrobatics and stuff. That was pretty cool. So the next thing you know, Genos says that he can try out this new prototype, and it's these new arms that Dr. Kusino gave him that amplifies his incineration attack. So as you can see, the arms are attached to his body. They souped up, powered up, whatever you want to call it. But this is like Genos on 1,000. So then once Genos shows up and he sees the asteroid, he meets Metal Knight. He also shows up. Sorry I don't have any pictures of him, showing up with the effects and all that. This is the only one I have of him because the other pictures got deleted. I don't know how. So Metal Knight shows up. He claims that he wants to test out a new weapon he has, missiles. So Genos was like, well, it's going to destroy City Z. Why would you be testing something out when an asteroid can blow you up? So then that's when Metal Knight revealed that he was miles away from the location. He would be safe because he was never in it's like a metal Gundam-like robot suit, a drone. It was remote controlled. So Metal Knight felt that this was a good opportunity to test it. Hey, if the robot blew up, was blown to smithereens, it would never actually harm Metal Knight. So the next thing you know, Genos is getting ready to shoot his weapons, and then that's when Metal Knight decided to shoot his missiles at the asteroid, but they did not do anything. It blew up, but the asteroid was still heading towards Earth. So then Genos said, okay, enough of this. Let's blow this asteroid up. Genos at first felt like he didn't have enough time to blow it up and then protect all of the civilians that were still there, because if he did blow it up, then it would be shattered into small pieces by the time his gun would charge up and then fire. By that time, the asteroid is pretty close to Earth, and all of the scattered pieces from the explosion would, blow up all of the buildings and kill everybody that was on ground, on foot, or in the buildings. So Genos was second guessing a lot, and then that's when Bang showed up and was like, you're too young to accept failure like this. Just try your hardest, and no matter what, just know that, you did the best you could. Muddle around, as he said, because he said that the outcome would be the same either way. So when Fang said that to Genos, Genos then thought about Saitama, because basically that's Saitama's constant lecture to Genos is, he really doesn't have to worry about anything. He's good, He's a very strong fighter. So Genos took that to heart. He charged up his weapon, put his core in his arm, and he fired a huge incineration blast. And it was funny because Bang actually thought that the asteroid was moving back. So then Genos was like, oh, really? And then Bang was like, oh, never mind, it's just my imagination. And then Genos called him an old fool. So then by that time, I think like 3 minutes passed or whatever. Yeah, I think it was about 3 minutes. Genos lost all power. He couldn't deflect the asteroid anymore. And Genos then said that it was 9 seconds until the asteroid collided with Earth. So then out of the blue, who shows up? Saitama with his cape flowing. He's in, hero mode. So then Bang sees him and he's like, well, who are you? And then Saitama is like, I'm just a hero. So then I thought this was pretty cool. Saitama charged up, put all his strength into his legs, and then shot straight up into the air. And as you can see, he destroyed, well, not destroyed, but he wrinkled the top of the building. It was a pretty cool effect. And then he went fist first into the asteroid and was like, you're not going to land on my town. And then he went straight through it, and the next thing you know, it blew up, and it was like a blue effect. But this was where the issue came into play. When Saitama destroyed it, all of the little pieces, debris, scattered across City Z, basically destroying buildings. I'm guessing nobody was hurt. I don't know. So then the building that Genos and Bang was on was destroyed also. Well, it was tipping over, so Bang picked him up and did a huge leap off the building, and that's when Bang witnessed all the destruction. It was like, wow, this is pretty bad. So then Saitama lands, and it's kind of weird how his expressions are in certain moments, because in this moment right here, he he landed, and it was buildings being destroyed behind him by the debris, and he just has this nonchalant look on his face, and then he says, well, I guess everything is done, and then he just walks away. And then the outcome is buildings that's destroyed, but luckily the only big damage was just City Z, and the news reported that nobody died. The only problem was that nobody really thought that Saitama did a good job, although technically Saitama did save everybody, because had that asteroid hit intact, into Earth, then it would have destroyed not only City Z, but probably all the other ones too. So Saitama and Genos are watching the news, and Genos is thinking about all of the hate Saitama is receiving because he destroyed the asteroid, even though technically he saved them. The civilians they view him as a villain, basically. Even though he did good, he did the best he could in the situation that was presented to him. So then, this is the face of it. So then Saitama asked Genos, well, I wonder how much did we rank up, from that situation. And then Genos was like, well, I went from, I think he went from he's still in the class S, Genos is, but I think to 6. Metal Knight, I think, went to 4, if I'm correct. But Saitama went from 342 to 5 of Class C. So then Saitama was like, what? And then that's when Genos started to explain how even though Saitama destroyed the asteroid, everybody thought that Genos and Metal Knight did a lot of the work too. So then Genos said, had you destroyed the asteroid and none of the debris or the other pieces hit the Earth, then you would have went from a Class C to a Class A. And then his rank, or S, and his rank would have been 5. So then Saitama was upset by that a little bit. So he was like, well, let me go out and see what else I can do. Genos wanted to come, but then Saitama was like, well, no, because then if I do something and you're around, then you're going to get all the credit, just like with the asteroid. So Saitama went out to the city of Z. Well, we went to the neighborhoods of City Z. And as you can see, there's a lot of destruction, debris. And then that's when Genos said that this was his old supermarket that he used to shop at. And then right on the side of that was the building that he was kicked out of, the apartment that he was kicked out of. And he was like, man, I wish that would have blew up. But then out of nowhere, Tank Top Tiger shows up, and he's pretty mad that Saitama went from, within the C class, 352 to 5. So it's not is it only Tank Top Tiger, it's also his brother, Tank Top Black Hole. And they both are like, well, Saitama, you cheated. There's no way somebody can go from 342 to 5 that quick. There's no way, there's no way. So then Tank Top Tiger was about to beat him up. But then Tank Top Black Hole was like, well, no, it's a better way we can defeat him, because beating him up, he won't learn his lesson. So then Black Hole started shouting, or you show your face here after you destroyed this city with your moves that don't make any sense, and you took away a job that a S-class hero could have did better with no destruction of City Z. But he was yelling so that way all the civilians can hear him, because they still pretty mad at Saitama, but they didn't know that he was, walking around with them. So Black Hole's goal is to get the civilians to yell and scream with him, be angry at Saitama, so that way Saitama can break, his pride can break. So Black Hole is yelling, "You a disgrace, you shouldn't be a hero. S-class, A-class would have did better. And you had the arrogance to show your face and think you did something good when you walking around in all this destruction." So then now everybody is chanting, "Give it up, give it up." All the civilians, Tank Top Tiger, Tank Top Black Hole, they're like, "Give it up, give it up, give it up." And Saitama is just staring again with another nonchalant look, like, I don't know, I don't even know what's going through his head right now. Even though he's really strong, at times it seems like he's kind of an airhead. So, meanwhile, Genos is on the computer, and he's looking at this forum that's asking if Saitama was the one that blew up City Z. And it's basically everybody just venting their frustration, saying Saitama was a loser, arrogant, a bad guy. He destroyed City Z, even though it was crazy because had he not did what he did, then City Z wouldn't even be around. So next thing you know, Black Hole is like, he starts making up. He started to lie and say, "Oh, well, you mad now? You trying to come at me? You trying to come at me and Tank Top Tiger?" So Tank Top Tiger jumps down along with Black Hole, and they're like, "Okay, well, since you want to fight because you mad, we'll teach you a lesson." Tank Top Tiger shows up. I mean, pops up right in front of him. Is near to punch him, and the next thing you know, Saitama give him that one punch that sends him flying. Black Hole sees that. He's getting ready to crunch him because he has a grip, I think he said, of over 2,800 PSI. So his goal is to crush him, I guess like how a Black Hole crushes things. And Saitama was the one that did the crushing. He grabbed both of his fingers. Oh no, he grabbed one of his hands and was squeezing it. And Black Hole was like, "Let me go, let me go, let me go." And everybody's watching. So then now Saitama is upset, and he's like, "You want to vent your frustrations out on me when I'm the one that saved you? You should be blaming the asteroid." So then somebody was like, "Well, you destroyed my car." And he's like, "You destroyed my car with the asteroid." And then Saitama was like, "Would you shut up?" And he's like, "Take it up with the asteroid." So then he was like, "I'm not here to do this for appreciation. I'm here because I want to do it." And he called everybody baldies. And then one guy yelled back, he was like, "Well, you the one that's bald." And then Saitama was like, "What did you say?" And Saitama was here to go off. So then luckily Genos showed up and was like, "Saitama, we gotta go home." And then, Saitama was like, "Okay." So then as they were walking home, Saitama said he couldn't get the image of, I'm assuming Black Hole, Tank Top Black Hole out of his head. So then that's when Genos said that no matter what anybody else says, he still appreciates, what Saitama did. And Saitama was like, "Well, you don't have to say that." It's like, "Well, where's that coming from? You don't have to say that." And then Genos was like, "I really do appreciate you, and you're one of the greatest." And then Saitama was like, "Well, you don't have to butter me up." And so then Genos just stopped, and then he was staring. So then the end credits rolled, and then next thing you know, it was a scene of monsters walking. Looked like they're in the ocean, and it was a voiceover of a man and a woman talking about how rank C or class C destroyed an asteroid, destroyed the asteroid, and they didn't believe it at first. They was like, well, no, that can't be true. So then the episode ended with the monsters walking, and that's about it. So, I know, that episode was crazy. Okay, so now it's the score time. Now that episode, I thought comedy-wise was pretty funny. It, I wouldn't say that it was the weakest episode as far as content within the episode, but the past episodes kind of gave you a little bit more within the 25, 26 minutes that they aired One Punch Man. This one was kind of like a continuation of Saitama trying to be a hero. So because of that, they didn't really show too many things. They just showed, him destroying the asteroid, and then him getting a backlash from destroying the asteroid, from blowing up the asteroid. And this one was kind of more for Saitama to be the villain in a way when he's really not, but it's just how the civilians look at him. They don't understand really who he is. So I thought with this episode, it wasn't the best one, but I thought comedy-wise, it was one of the best. So for this one, I will rate it a 6.5. And even though that's lower than all the other two episodes I did, that's not in no way a disrespect to the show. It's still a very, very good anime. But compared to the other episodes that aired, this one I think is perfectly rated at 6.5. It's a good 6.5. But I don't think that this was the best episode of the series so far. It was one of the funniest of the series, but not the best overall. So I gave it a 6.5, and that's about it for my review. I hope you liked the pictures. With the laptop, I thought it was a nice touch. And don't forget, guys, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will be releasing more content very soon. And thank you for all the views. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned. And as always, Sting Joe out.